starting off real strong with that one lyric.
God, no one told you life was gonna be this way. Ah, Matthew Perry, what the fuck? I can't believe you died in a hot tub.
People are also theorizing, just online regular people are theorizing that he, because he had been addicted to drugs for a while, so they're thinking maybe it was like some sort of cardiac event.
He had gotten clean. Wasn't he sober for like a bit?
Yeah, no, he's been sober, but like the long-lasting effects from that. Everybody's
they're like, hey, listen, if you can do all these drugs and drink all this stuff if you want, but one day
it'll catch up to you.
It'll catch up to you. You won't even know it. You'll be in a big hot tub.
So messed up. Oh god.
That's probably gonna be the intro.
Oh, good. All right. So we don't really need to talk about it.
No, I'm kidding.
Cool.
All right, Tory, say something.
Remember we were supposed to have a podcast? Podcast.
Okay, welcome to episode number 41. Right? Isn't that
it is. Yeah. And this is LEM'n'TEA podcast. We remember it so you don't have to. I told you I was going to make that intro and I did it.
Why did you do it?
Why? Because...
Your question is why?
Because why not?
I never thought there was a chance that you wouldn't do it. I thought, why would you... Why?
Because why not? Because...
Okay, you want to start things off with a nostalgia critic, huh?
I mean, I don't really know if there's much to say about him. It was just we both watched a video.
How do you feel about the nostalgia critic? Can you say?
I used to like him. I did. I watched him, and then it actually was funny because the channel you recommended with the deep dive videos, Lady Emily, did the second because this was about his demo reel show, which I never even had heard about.
A lot of people didn't.
And then I know I saw the numbers for how many people had watched it. Oh. It's not even 6 digits. Oh, all right, that's not good.
People did.
And then so Lady Emily made a second video about how it was kind of brought back, but as like a Twilight Zone-esque thing, which I actually thought was pretty cool. But then she started talking about how his what was the line she said? It was like he wants to be a reviewer, but he doesn't fully commit, and then he wants to be an actor, but he doesn't fully commit, so he ends up being weak at both. And I was like, yes, that's exactly it. So I really liked that, and I also liked how she went over like how he decided to do more and more like Family Guy-esque cutaway gags, which I noticed too when I was watching. Like my favorite reviews from him were always the ones where he didn't do so many stupid cutaway gags.
And he just reviewed stuff. Huh?
And he just reviewed stuff because like he was yelling, but it was like I don't know, it was like
I remember. Well, everybody was yelling at that time.
Yeah, that's when I was watching like AVGN and stuff too, and it's like
that was the thing to do. Like you had the. So first of all, we haven't even said who we are. Like I'm that's Tory.
And we remember it so you don't have to.
Yeah, we just kind of went. The worst thing that happened, I'm going to call it now, the worst thing that happens in this podcast is that we went right into talking about Doug Walker.
Well, and before that we started talking about Matthew Perry, if this ends up in the intro.
Oh my God.
So this is gonna be
no one told us life was going to be this way, right?
I can't help it. It's like, it's just reflexive.
It's ingrained in you.
It is. And I didn't even watch Friends. Like, I don't have a vested interest.
I don't have a vested interest.
I'm sad that he died, but like, I don't have a vested interest in the Friends cinematic universe. But anyway, the worst thing about Doug Walker, you were saying?
Is that he doesn't steal, but like, he just kind of references a lot of stuff, right? That's his whole brain is like, he likes nostalgia.
Yes.
And he just ends up copying a lot of the ideas that he's seen in other things that are popular.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not really unique, you know, it's just him just kind of stealing scenes or like moments or whatever because it's something that people know.
Yeah.
It's iconic or whatever. So you don't really get a good genuine sense of like what he's capable of sometimes because he just doesn't show that. He just kind of like, hey, what if it'd be cool if we did like a Star Trek thing here. Like that'd be cool. I like Star Trek. I'm going to put it in this.
I remember too, that, and this Lady Emily talked about in her videos too. He, because of the SOPA bill that was being proposed for like copyrighted material. That's when he started to do reviews of things that were still in theaters. And I remember watching that the Pixels review where it was like he reviews it, but instead of really reviewing it, he just explains what happens and has all of his cast like reenact literally every single part. And it's like, I don't Why? It's like weird. It was.
He remembers it, so you don't have to.
Even if you've never seen it, so you don't remember it anyway.
You'll never remember it.
You'll never remember it.
You won't want to.
So, but yeah. So anyway, I guess we're starting off that way. I just wanted to make a reference to a fallen. I was gonna say a fallen hero, but was he a hero?
I don't know. He was
somebody.
Yes.
Important.
So I think like in the lore of the internet, he's probably, pretty generally.
Well, he started up like, or late 2000s.
He was.
I think.
Wasn't he after the Angry Video Game Nerd or no?
No,
he was before.
I think he was like right after.
James was doing shit like 2006. He just wasn't putting them all online.
Yeah, it used to be on this website my brother used to go to a lot called Screw Attack.
Yes.
And then afterwards, he uploaded the backlog
on YouTube.
When YouTube started to be a thing,
right.
And then simultaneously released them, and then Screw Attack. I don't know what happened to them, but then
that's how I found him, was YouTube, and then I would go onto Screw Attack before he like started putting them on his website. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Angry Video Game Nerd, legend, but also kind of in that same boat where it's like I think the world is done.
It's that's tough though too, because I do feel weirdly guilty about it, mainly more with the Angry Video Game Nerd, because I was more committed to watching him than Nostalgia Critic, and it's like
I agree.
Feel kind of bad for abandoning. I don't totally abandon it. There's some videos that if they're like interesting enough, I'll pop into, but
he does some pretty good Monster Madness ones. Like,
yes, I love the Monster Madness ones actually.
He did a couple this year, because he does like different reviews every year, and that's been a shit show too. But
oh, okay. Oh yeah, that was another video.
He like did. One of his reviews at some point, I don't remember when, like in the recent couple years, was plagiarized or something.
Okay.
But like recently, I think he's probably back to doing them himself, and he did one that was on like Family Matters, and like how there was like a living dummy doll. Yes. That one was pretty creepy.
Yes, I saw that one.
It was a good one.
It was good.
I think he did a good job with that video.
Yeah. So anyway, welcome to the LEM'n'TEA podcast, where I'm not gonna say it again, where we reminisce about stuff
they
like
don't have to.
Yeah, okay, well, I was gonna try to find another way to put it, but whatever. Anyway, and this is also the third technical Halloween episode, so by the time this comes out, Halloween
is that too many?
Will have already happened. No, because then what's there to look forward to? Thanksgiving, and you don't really prep for Thanksgiving until like the week of. Really,
you don't prep for Thanksgiving. You prepare to like
have a bunch of political discussions.
Yes. You prepare for like the fallout that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And like, how can I avoid this relative who I don't like?
Right. Or
at least I do.
Don't have anything to talk about with.
Like, I could talk about stuff, but that's eventually gonna lead to other stuff, probably.
Yeah.
So I probably just eat something and just shut the fuck up and stay quiet.
Eat as much as you can so you can put yourself into like a turkey-induced coma, because turkey has like some sort of chemical like.
I think that's proven false. But,
okay.
But I think it's tryptophan or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's actually real.
I mean, I don't know.
But it is now. We're saying it's real.
All right, perfect. This is the factual. We only say facts here on this podcast.
We're remembering it, so you don't have to.
This can't be what we keep going back to. But anyway, maybe it can.
It can't.
So this is episode 41. We're on our third Halloween-y episode in a row. So hopefully by the time this comes out, hope you had a great Halloween month. I had a costume I planned to wear for today, and it didn't end up panning out. So
what happened?
Here. Okay, so my costume that I have to fix up and figure out before Halloween, our current time of recording. Mm-hmm. So I like my puns, and so I was gonna be.
You don't have to say it.
Okay.
If you don't want to, you don't have to say it.
Well, I'm not gonna wear it on here, so I might as well just say it.
But.
Okay,
go ahead.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
So I was going to wear a doctor costume.
Okay.
And be covered in like fake cobwebs and be called the Web MD.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
But I bought the lab coat from Spirit Halloween, and it was supposed to be a one size fits most adult size.
Okay.
I look like one of the 7 dwarfs in it. It is so big, it like went down to my shin. Like, I don't know what happened, because like now I'm thinking, am I not really an adult, or like
am I not really an adult?
I don't know. Josh said, he was like, well, it's for like the fat American. I'm like, okay. Jesus.
Well, he's not wrong. That's what they.
So I'm like,
most people are huge, like in this country.
Yeah.
Not huge, but we're bigger. Like we're bigger people.
We're the bigger person.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sure.
so it was not gonna work. Like it looked
Humongous.
it was comically huge. Like the
Like Peggy
sleeves
Hill.
went over like most of my hand. Like it was like I was playing dress up or whatever, which is what it is. But I want to also kind of look convincing a little bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, I didn't open the coat I had bought last week until today.
And it was too big.
And it was too late. So anyway, that is what my Halloween costume is going to be in a couple days. But you have dressed to the nines for the occasion.
I think I might have wore this last year. I'll be honest. I don't remember if I did or not.
Well, we were dressed as Survivor.
Were we
folks.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
then I didn't wear this probably.
Okay. Well, for those just listening, you want to say what you're decked out in?
I'm nude.
Yes. Jesus.
So I have a collared shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and it's nice material.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nice. It's not one of those like cotton.
Like the stretchy
Yeah,
poly,
yeah.
like yeah.
It's got Gengar on it,
Yes, it does.
which is really neat.
Different shades of Gengar.
Yes, and I have these jeans that are ripped.
Yep.
And they kind of have like the purple paint on them
Yeah.
intentionally.
I think that the fashion people call them distressed jeans.
They're distressed. They're a mess.
He's a
They're
mess.
a mess.
Distressed.
I've got some
Oh
long
yeah, you've
purple
got
socks, which I really like. These
rocking the socks too.
a lot.
Yeah.
And I've got these Gengar shoes.
So you're totally decked out in, I would argue, one of, if not the best, ghost Pokemon.
I think it's the best one.
Is it your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite, which kind of sucks because I think a lot of people like the same one, and it's like, I want one that's unique, but whatever.
I don't know. I think that one's pretty unique.
Okay.
I think the reason I see that one get made more as like when they need to pick like a spooky ghost Pokemon to make like, I don't know, plushies or whatever out of, they tend to do Gengar, but I think that's because Gengar is the only one that like
He's a body.
has feet. Yeah. It's hard to make a ghastly one. So
You're like, how the fuck okay, I guess we'll just make a circle and then some
yeah.
cloud stuff.
And
in the back.
Haunter's kind of like that too because he doesn't have
Yeah,
any
he just
way to
kinda, like,
stand
comes
either.
out of.
I like Haunter though. I think
Haunter's
of the
fucking
three,
cool.
Haunter's probably my favorite because of like the Sabrina episodes from the original Pokemon series.
The whole family line's great.
Yes, that whole family.
The whole family's going places.
From generation to generation.
That's good. But yeah, you're right. He's cool too. He's really cool.
Was there an origin for why Gengar is your favorite, or he just?
It was that episode, like either the Sabrina one or the one that was like they went to that abandoned like lighthouse or something.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Or not lighthouse. It probably isn't the lighthouse.
Was
That's
it
a dragon.
That's Dragonite.
Dragonite, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the ones where they went to some town and it was like a haunted.
Yes.
Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Scary. Boo.
Blah blah. Scary boo. Okay.
So I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And I
It's
really
definitely
like
cool.
the this creepy music for
I was hearing
Lavender
it in my head.
Town.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I always
hear it.
associate that with Ghastly and
Yeah.
Haunter and Gengar.
I remember watching the Sabrina episode where it was like,
Oh my god.
this is a doll, but not really, but it is her, but not really, and they're shrunk now. And I'm like 9 years old, and I'm like,
That one was kind of
like,
scary.
I don't understand what's going on, but I don't like it. It's scary. So
And the psychic episodes were actually pretty cool. Like they were really neat.
yeah,
The
I
one
know.
with Alakazam was cool too.
Yes, I really fell off with Pokemon though.
So did I. I don't know.
I don't know anything past Gen 3. Like I stopped caring.
I don't think I even know that much.
I don't know them all, but I know more from 1 to 3, and then anything afterwards is like incidental. I have no idea.
Yeah.
They were like, we were watching the creepiest Pokemon videos, and there were some that like there was like Gigantic Gengar. Is that what it was called? The one that looks like
Gigantamax, yeah.
Gigantamax.
Yes.
I didn't even know that was a thing. It's huge, and it looks like one like it reminded me like of a Goosebumps like cover, like
Yeah.
a book
yeah.
cover for like a fun house or
Like
whatever.
Welcome to Horrorland or whatever
Yeah.
too, or some shit.
And it was like the story was it lures people in through its mouth, and it like
With the sounds of his like deceased relatives.
loved
or
ones.
something.
Yeah, so messed up. But I didn't even realize there was a different Gengar like that, so I really don't know anything about
I don't know anything about Gengar either. No, I'm
anything.
kidding. I know like basic stuff, but
Mhm.
Gigantamax is like in the other like the newer
Yeah.
series. It's not totally new, but it's newer that it's like I don't know
new to
anything
me.
about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. My favorite
fell
is off. Fell off plus L plus
ratio.
Haunter plus Gengar plus Ghastly.
Wow.
Plus Lavender Town.
Plus
Plus
Lavender
L
Town.
for Lavender Town.
There you go.
Yeah, my favorite Pokemon's not as creepy, and is also the very first one. So I'm boring, I guess.
Is that Bulbasaur?
Yeah, I love
Oh.
Bulbasaur so much. I think partly he's an industry plant.
He's an industry plant like Marshmallow.
Like Lizzo.
Right.
Part of my love, I think, is spurred from people who don't have him as their favorite. And I'm like, why? He's so lovely and great. But I really do like him. He's very nice and cute. I have 3 favorite Pokemon, though. So, and they're all for silly reasons. So
one of them is probably Giraffe or Egg.
Yes. Okay, so maybe it's not this. Because my favorite animal on the planet is giraffes. And it's a psychic giraffe with a weird, like, tail that is possessed or whatever. It's really weird and cool.
Pokemon
and it's a
has some weird
palindrome name, which is great.
Giraffe or Egg, huh?
Yeah, and
That's
it's the
cool.
same in Japanese, which I forget the name of what it is in
Holy
Japanese.
shit.
But it's really kind of funny how well they translate over the Japanese names into English ones.
They're doing a good job with that, huh?
Yeah, to keep the sort of same essence of the name. And then my third favorite one is Sandshrew. Because this is the stupid reason. Because it was the first ever Pokemon card I ever got.
Really?
Yeah.
A Sandshrew card, huh?
Yep. So, I don't remember how. I just know it was my first one. So anyway, that's my Pokemon.
Interesting. Cool Pokemon. My favorite, my starter was a Charmander. So that's like obviously one of mine.
Mm-hmm.
It made the game really hard. But
yeah,
because the first gym you run into is
Misty.
No, it's Brock.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So like if you don't have Vine Whip and you don't have fucking
any sort of
water, you are fucked. And I was.
Oh, did you end up at least at the end getting through it?
Yeah, no, I beat the game, but
okay.
I mean like I was a child trying this thing out. I'm like, this is like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
This world is so fucked.
I'm
hitting
done.
this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. It's not doing any damage. I didn't do fucking shit. Okay?
I didn't bring shit.
I didn't break shit.
I'm ashamed to say I've never ever beaten a Pokemon game ever. I've given up always. So
I only beat one, and it was just one.
It's too hard for me. Underrated Pokemon game though, Pokemon Pinball for the Game Boy.
Oh, with the Rumble
or
Pack?
regular game. Yeah, with the extra battery in it. I was like, oh, this thing's intense. It needs an extra battery. Oh, I love Pokemon Pinball.
Pokemon Pinball was
So
cool. I only rented it from Blockbuster. And sometimes it wouldn't come with the battery pack, so it was less fun.
Oh, so you had to get your own?
I had to just shake it.
Oh. You know what? Imagination is the greatest thing,
like,
especially when you're a child. Yeah,
I'm playing Pokemon Pinball, baby.
I feel the power. Nintendo power.
Nintendo power in my hand. The battery fell out. I'm shaking the fucking thing. But
Yeah. No, the battery's always been in here.
that's right. The battery's here the whole time.
The battery is the friends we made along the way.
Wow. So, my other favorite Pokemon. Let's see. I like Mewtwo. I think he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
He had the cool factor because he was in the movie.
Yeah.
It was a whole movie about him. Okay.
Yes, I know.
All right.
Yeah.
He was 151st Pokemon, right? Or was he 150?
150.
He was 150.
Because they didn't discover Mew until after, I guess.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And consequently, I liked Mew more than Mewtwo because Mewtwo scared me as a child.
I think that's why I liked him. Like, this
Okay.
guy can fuck people up.
Well, from your favorite Pokemon's Gengar. So now your other favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo.
Charmander, too.
Charmander's intense. Charizard's scary, too, so.
He's not that scary.
I think I only got that idea because it's like, oh, it was a lovable Charmander in the series, and then
I
he
know.
became like a big butthead.
Well, Charmeleon's an asshole.
That too, but he was a
Like,
smaller one, so
Was.
more manageable.
And then he became a dragon. Like, well, not technically a dragon, but
I mean,
he's just a fire Pokemon. He's not even
He
like
is.
he has wings. He can fly.
but Mewtwo was another one you liked
I like Mewtwo.
because of the movie. I'm assuming you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't think of many others that are my favorites because I don't really know it that much. Like I know a couple of them. One of them is a fucking like ice cream cone, like a vanilla ice cream cone.
I look at some of the Pokemon designs and it's like, I don't know. It's like, where does the line get drawn between what actually exists in Pokemon and
Sure.
what, like one of the ones we watched was like a sandcastle Pokemon but it also which is fine, but it also like had a shovel in its head, and it's like, how is that just like an organic piece of its body? Do they all get shovels? Is it like a hermit crab?
Do they all get shovels?
Do they just find their own shovels, or what? Like, what? How does that work? It doesn't really. I don't know. There's some that have like objects already, and it's like, I don't understand how you already have a shovel, but that's
I don't understand it either. Also, apparently, it was made of bones.
Perfect.
Or something.
Which is great. It sucked in, or would it would
bring in the
be
Pokemon.
Revitalized by the sustenance
blood
of Pokemon. Yeah.
Blood. She's talking about blood.
All I can think of when you say that from this same video is Golbat, and how they said that Golbat, if it drinks too much Pokemon blood, it like drops to the floor for other Pokemon to feast on.
Oh my
it's
God, that's
like this
cool.
bloody tick, like weird like
a bloody tick.
It's just this blood-filled Pokemon for any other Pokemon to come and devour. So
my favorite kind of Pokemon are the blood-filled ones. Those are the best ones.
Sorry, Ditto.
He probably has blood.
Sorry, Muck and Grimer.
Oh yeah, He's made out of like toxic waste. Anyways.
But anyway, I wanted to talk about Pokemon for a second.
Yes. Are you satisfied about your Pokemon talk?
I sure am satisfied about my Pokemon talk.
I'm glad.
And you guys, so we said this I think last time, but you live in an actual neighborhood now where you don't have a danger of getting hit by cars, so you are all doing trick-or-treating rounds here, which is exciting.
It is exciting. I think we'll probably go over to some other places too, but this is like, I think they could trick-or-treat in this neighborhood only and be fine.
Yeah, and I saw the pictures of what costumes your kids are, which I was super thrilled, particularly for your daughter, because that came out really well, because she's gonna be Sailor Moon.
She's Sailor Moon,
which it came out so, like the hair and everything came out so well. And then your son's Mario riding Yoshi. He
has a little mustache that he's not gonna put on until the day of, because
okay, I saw that out there. Exactly.
Because it's one of those shitty like costume ones. They're just gonna fall off. So like if he wears it now, obviously it's gonna just become crappy and he won't have it for the day.
I actually saw because your wife posted the pictures on Facebook for like some like Halloween party, and it was really funny because in my mind there was a picture of your son
boy.
Another little boy who was dressed as Mario, and I'm like, that boy's not as cool. He's not riding a Yoshi.
He doesn't have a Yoshi. He's a broke bitch is what he is.
Listen, we can't all afford a Yoshi, okay? So
times are tough. The economy is
the economy.
Listen.
Yeah.
How do you think they're doing in that economy? Like Mario's obviously not doing well, right?
No.
Peach probably fine.
Well, she's I think all the princesses are okay.
Wario, how's he doing?
He'll steal from the rich. He always does.
So he's doing it for altruistic reasons then.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an.
We'll call it that.
Yeah. He's not just greedy, right?
No. But yeah, no, I'm really glad that your daughter settled on a costume.
Me too,
because it was a long time coming.
She gets a lot of ideas of what she wants, and she's very indecisive in those ideas, which I can relate to. But she just decided this is what she was gonna do.
Yeah,
it's funny because she like told somebody too. She's like, I don't really know who Sailor Moon is, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
But now I guess she likes Sailor Moon a lot.
She made a card that was like, Sailor Moon, you are the best, or something like that.
Oh, what a turnaround.
So either she's talking to Sailor Moon because she likes Sailor Moon, or she's talking to herself, which I suspect that's what it is. Because as much as I love her, I know how she is, and I think that's what she's saying.
She's a girl boss.
She is. She really is.
She's a confident little lady.
I think I love that most about her, is that she's so confident in her abilities.
Gosh, I wish I had the confidence of a 6-year-old again.
Me too.
Dang.
I sure do.
But anyway, so
Halloween is coming up, fast approaching. We have a ton of candy to give out. Hopefully,
full-size candy bars.
We do.
That's nuts. Good for you guys.
That's nuts. Got it. Thanks. I think it was probably always something that my wife wanted to do. So I think she's just kind of giving that back. She trick-or-treated growing up in a neighborhood where that was kind of the norm. So I think she wanted to continue that.
So now she can and not worry about what
Don't
cars
worry about
come.
It.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
She's not worried about it. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So I'll probably watch scary movies or something because I don't have any kids and I don't have anything I'm really doing. So.
I have a movie recommendation for you.
Sure.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty good.
See if I remember that. to remember to ask you.
I'll text it to you.
Okay, cool.
If I remember.
Okay.
I won't.
Okay. Do you want to say it now then?
No.
Okay. It's a mystery. You guys will never know.
I'll remember it.
You guys listening will never know. Never.
So, you're going to watch some scary movies. You're going to just hang out and veg out.
Pretty much.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And then what's happening the day after that?
Everglow forever. Let's go. Mm-hmm. We're going to another K-pop concert. Last crazy. One of the year, I'm pretty sure. At least concert-wise, that's it for me. I think that might be it for you too, yeah.
Unless something
super major.
It would have to be a core group that I would want to see.
We tried to do G-Idol because they are part of Jingle Ball in Boston, but tickets, like, the lowest price tickets were like $185.
Yeah, but we knew that was what it was going to be.
And it's actually like, I guess I'll call it a good deal because it's not just G-Idol, it's a bunch of other people too.
Yeah, there's like 8 acts up there.
Yeah, there's another K-pop one too. I think NCT is who it is, I think.
It is. I think it's NCT Dream or something.
Yeah, I like them. I mean,
yeah, they're good.
I'll be honest, like, I don't really, NCT is just NCT to me. Like,
sure.
There's so many different subunits from them that it's just sort of like.
Wavy.
And then there's Wavy. But they're the only difference between them and NCT is that they sing in Chinese, so it's like they are a separate group to me. But any NCT, it's like I don't have a preference between subunits.
NCT 127,
NCTU, NCT 127, NCT Dream. There's a new one, a Japanese one that's coming out, which they're just calling NCT New Team right now. And then NCT is just NCT is like all of them.
It's just called NCT.
Yep, all 20 of them. So
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I really wanted to go to that, but sorry, I did want to go obviously for G-Idol and some other people that were going there.
Yeah,
but I wasn't willing to pay that amount for one, and
maybe if we hadn't seen like 2 or 3 other concerts before.
yeah, that probably would have helped. But
whatever, I like all the concerts we've gone to this year. So
yeah, I think they've all been pretty good, and I think this one is going to be especially good because it's a group with a very small discography. Like it's not, they don't have a.
I'm curious how many songs they have actually.
It's not like 4 songs. It's a little more than that, but it's smaller, so they could probably do it all.
Which I said last episode is my gripe with some of these K-pop groups that are like, we released 1 mini album, let's go tour. It's like, you guys don't have enough material to do that with. So.
But Everglow finally does.
They do. Which is great, and so it makes me think that they really are gonna sing every song they've ever released, which is also great. So I need to brush up on some of their B-side stuff, but they're not a group that we know super a lot about as far as like individual members. We kind of know them more as a collective.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm talking about you too, right? You don't know them individually.
No.
Yeah, no. Right. Unless you do. Sorry, I don't. I don't mean to lump you in unless, like, stop me if I'm wrong.
What I meant was like, I only know them as a group. I don't really like. They're interesting, obviously, but I can't know everything about all these groups. Like, there's not enough time in the day for me to know every intricacy of every group.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I have the ones that I do know really well, and then I have the ones like I love Everglow's music, but I just don't know every single thing about them. And I don't think you have to.
No.
Or you should.
I did learn all their names, but I don't have the names matched to the faces. So.
Okay.
And I know 2 of them because they were 2 of them were in Produce 48, which was the group or the show that made IZ*ONE.
Okay. Who were they?
Yiren and Xion.
Okay.
They were like in the top 30, I think, so they almost made it.
So and that's 2.
Yeah, so the other one, Mia, which is the one with the short hair currently that is very eye-catching. Onda, Aisha, and EU.
Okay.
The EU, not the country, not the group of countries
EU.
In Europe, but yeah, so those are the names. I only know 2 of them by face, and as long as Mia still has short hair, then I'll know 3 of them. But I actually kind of like that I'm not like hyper focused on just
one person.
Yeah, so I can look at them as the collective still. And I counted really quick. They have like something like 27 songs.
You think they could do 27 songs?
Maybe not all 27. But
there's some they can omit.
They have a like yes, but like they have a lot of even with all their title tracks, it wouldn't be enough to do like a full-fledged concert, so they'll definitely do a lot of their B-sides. I know you have a couple that you really would want them to do, like Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
I would really like for them to do La Di Da. That's my favorite song from them.
Yes. Oh yeah. I think they'll do all of their title tracks, which I think their music's really great for like kind of like a hype, energize. Like if you like just a sort of, I don't know. I think it'd be like good workout music.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I can imagine people doing like laps to First or like done or whatever. Like their music's just kind of like good like hype music. They're pretty consistent in their sound and they're really good at it.
They have a specific sound that I think they're really going for, and they really execute it pretty well. Oh wow. So here's what I think they're gonna play.
Okay.
They're gonna play Slay because it's the brand new single.
Yep.
And they have to play that, and it's really good. I think they should.
It is. It was a long time coming because they hadn't had a new song. This tour is actually really great because people thought they were gonna break up because it's been like over a year since they released
All My Girls Slay.
Yeah.
Which is the name of the album, All My Girls.
Yes, it is.
I think they'll do La Di Da because that's like just such a great song.
If you like 80s throwback synth, like stuff like that, best song. I agree. It's one of my favorite songs.
So good. I think they'll do Untouchable, or I hope they will.
Yes, I know you were wanting that, or you were wanting Don't Ask, Don't Tell, or both.
Both if they can fit it in. But I'm
not picky.
Not picky. I'll listen to a lot of shit.
I'll take anything.
I kind of hope they do Adios because even though I
think they will.
There's some stuff in there that I don't like, but I generally like that song.
Yeah.
So
I like the chorus is really hype.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's so good. Yes, good song. Done.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they'll do that one.
Like 1,000%. I think they'll do Pirate. I'm sorry.
It's my least favorite.
But I think they'll do Pirate.
And then I think they'll do Bon Bon Chocolate because that was their first song.
No.
Yeah. And First.
First. Okay.
That's all their title tracks. And then everything else from there is
hit or miss.
B-side stuff. So, but I think all their title tracks are all of my title tracks. Like,
ooh, they'll probably do Moon. I hope they do Moon. I like that song a lot.
So anyway, all the songs we're saying you should check out,
yes.
Including Moon, the Moon. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that to also be the last concert I go to this year because we have gone to it was like 4 concerts in 2 months.
No way.
We went to aespa at I think September 1st, and we're seeing Everglow November 1st. It's 2 months because we saw Baby Clock, and then we saw who was the other one?
Death Clock.
Yeah, I included them in that Baby Clock. I thought there was another one.
I don't think there was.
Then 3 concerts. 3 concerts in 2 months is still a lot, though.
Rookie.
Wow. All right. So I'm a rookie. It's fine.
I'm a rookie. A rookie.
Now let me introduce myself.
You already did.
Oh, haha. Very funny.
So anyways, one thing I hope they do with this concert, because I think they're going to obviously try to do as much as they can because they don't have a big discography.
Yeah.
I hope they do some good interaction with the audience. I think that'll be fun.
I think so. I hope so.
I don't know what their light stick looks like. I haven't seen it.
I don't think they have one.
That's interesting.
I don't think they have one.
Interesting.
So that might be a case where they can't get mad, or fans can't get mad if other fans
get mad though.
Bring other groups light sticks.
Yeah,
light sticks are like $70 a pop. Like
they're very expensive, and they were assuming that people were angry at that, and when the artists weren't even upset, they just were amazed.
No, it was just a bunch of people who were mad for no reason.
It's funny because they're the people that are down in the industry, so they don't like. They think they know, but they don't know.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
You don't know.
Okay, one of my favorite things about Everglow and this whole band is the fact that they have an album, the album that Untouchable and La Di Da is on. It like features this album artwork, which I love. But if you look at it, you're like, what the fuck is this, right?
Yeah.
It's like negative 77.82x. Negative 78.29, right?
Oh yeah, the coordinates.
They're coordinates, and it's like, what is this? It's Antarctica. That's what it is. So like, instead of like showing off the band or whatever, they're just nah, what are the coordinates for Antarctica?
Whatever.
Yeah, just put anything. I don't know.
Yeah, they still don't have an official light stick, so
that's kind of weird. But whatever. Do you?
So bring whatever you want, basically. Maybe I'll bring. I was gonna bring my Big Bang light stick. I don't think I'll do that now. So, well.
Will people in America actually give a fuck or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
But if like Everglow themselves sees it, yeah, I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable.
They'd be like, "Oh no, I can't see this light stick. My
eyes.
I've never done anything wrong my whole life."
Should I just jump into a K-pop corner? We're already talking.
Just do it.
All right, hello, welcome to the K-pop corner. I'm sad. It's been a crappy week. So, where do I start? All right.
Start at the beginning.
All right. There's not, as far as what I'm talking about in relation to Big Bang. Let me jump backwards to 2011. Once upon a time, G-Dragon was in a club in Japan, and he got busted for smoking marijuana there. And he maintains, and I don't know how much I believe. I did when I was like a younger fan, but he was like, I thought it was a cigarette, and I took a puff and realized it smelled funny, and I only took a puff, and then it was like, that was it. It's like, I guess I believe you, because I wasn't there. I know. But the thing about Korea and Asia in general is that like weed is like on the same level of like cocaine or meth. Like it is the same level. You can get the same disciplinary time, money that you have to pay, or like jail time that you have to do, which is not productive for rehabilitation. Personally, I think that 99 times out of 100, anybody who does drugs is indicative of a bigger problem, and just throwing them in jail is not going to solve said problem, except for maybe a very cold hard detox, which physically and mentally sometimes is very dangerous without appropriate like supervision and aftercare and stuff.
Sure. So they should legalize cannabis.
That's a tough road though. So
it'll never happen. Not anytime.
Not in our lifetime. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. But anyway,
I doubt it.
So G-Dragon like very barely got away with that, because otherwise that's like you're banned from appearing on TV, you're banned from like having sponsorships, like nobody wants to work with you, you're basically a social pariah.
So G-Dragon had a history.
Yes, which is why now in 2023 he got booked for alleged drug use again 12 years later, and I like saw the news first thing in the morning, and I was like, I felt like sick. I was so mad. Like I was mad. Like it's so frustrating because nothing's been proven yet. So like it's still an ongoing case. But in my mind, I'm like, you idiot. Like you are like, what are you doing? You're that. Why would you put yourself in that situation again? Like when you barely got out before. And I always talk about how like the parasocial relationship between like fans and idols is like weird and stuff. But so like
you're being a little bit parasocial.
Not parasocial, but I do like I followed this Big Bang since like 2009. Like I do have a vested interest in them. And like the Sungri thing was already kind of hard anyway. But
okay.
Yeah.
I have questions. I have things that I've been meaning to ask.
Sure,
okay?
Go ahead.
And they're not to make you feel any sort of way. And if they do, I want you to just say so. Okay?
A few days have passed. It was just like the day of. I was just like, I haven't really scrolled through Twitter a whole lot because I already know what people are gonna say. But anyway, yeah. What are your questions?
Sure.
Okay.
My question, first and foremost, right? Mm-hmm. G-Dragon, let's say he's found guilty, right? I read somewhere that his company, or like his past company, YG, was he still with them? He's
not anymore. He had just signed on to Warner Music Group.
Okay, Korea, so he's with
a couple of months ago.
WB.
Yeah, sure. Warner Brothers.
Is it them?
Warner Music.
Oh, Warner Music. Okay.
Yeah. It's technically the same.
Yeah.
The Warner Group.
So he's with them. He's not with YG, but I saw that YG is kind of like, oh God, like they're trying to like.
Because they never officially. So like they asked for a comment, and they were like, it's hard to comment on an artist who's not under our company anymore, because they never gave a confirmation if he actually had left the company. So that's why people were asking YG for a comment. So that's basically the official confirmation.
Okay.
So they're like, oh, your guess is as good as ours. I
guess. Talk to him. Like, you have to talk to them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So G-Dragon, he's on his own. He's an adult. Mm-hmm. He's a proven artist at this point.
Yeah.
This is such a big issue that it could end his career.
Yes. Yep.
Forever in Korea.
In Korea, yes. because like Sungri's doing tours in other parts of Asia or whatever.
Sorry, that was the question I had.
As far as I know, like I've kind of blocked most of his whatever from me seeing his name trending. So
sure,
but from what I've caught, he's like DJing and whatever, and like
so he's still active. He's able to do stuff, but it's not as. So he can go to like Thailand or some shit.
Yeah.
Or...
Although that's kind of, because that one's. I hate to say that that the drug one is worse than Sungri being a sexual deviant. But it is kind of considered worse for certain parts of Asia.
In that, yeah.
So that might be a harder sell, but
okay.
Yeah.
Will OT5s use this as a way to be a shithead?
No, other fandoms will though.
Okay, which ones?
I don't want to say specifically, but
will you tell me later?
Yeah. You probably can guess. But there's like...
Oh, I know which one already. Never mind.
There's some that are like... They already referred to like Big Bang as like the druggy group. They call G-Dragon G-Druggin, which is like, oh, you're so funny, whatever. It's like so tired and annoying. But now it's like refueled because of this. But
it feels so stupid. Like,
yeah.
It's just like a clear indication. Like if you didn't already know that they were 12 years old, it's an indication that they really are children.
Yeah. So... what's happened right now is that he's they haven't said specifically what drugs he's under investigation for, and supposedly he found this out through the media. Like he wasn't even told that like he was being investigated.
He made a statement.
He did make a statement, which is how kind of serious this is.
Yeah, he's like, no, it's not true. Or
yes,
something.
So he says he's denied anything and he's fully cooperating with the investigation. So the thing interesting about Korea is if you are I don't know if this extends to like people who don't live in Korea, but if you live in Korea and you go overseas, you have some edibles or whatever, you go back to Korea and they suspect that you've done marijuana, they can
test you?
Yes, and you can get arrested for even if you don't do drugs in Korea, because you're a Korean citizen. It's like you can't do
anywhere.
Yeah, so that's
unless you have a big ass tour.
That's the restraint, the reins around Koreans that they have. So that's why this is so like, and so the only reason this also started was because there's an actor from the movie Parasite who also just got busted for drugs. So supposedly there's some whistleblower like waitress at this place where narcotics were seen being used that named G-Dragon, I guess. So
God. That's so stupid.
Yeah, so it's under investigation. They do hair follicle tests. I remember this from 2011. Otherwise, like I wouldn't know all this weird drug testing stuff. And it can take about a month for the results to come in. He's currently also barred from leaving Korea. So
he's stuck there until they can figure it out.
Yeah. So
my goodness. Well, he wasn't like touring outside of the country anyways, right? Or doing
No, but he was like he's very prominent and like he's a very big spokesperson for like Chanel. He was going and doing like the fashion.
Yeah, he does a lot of fashion stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, they said that the police said they're going to do investigating and collecting evidence before they summon him. So it's all suspected, but it's really kind of like even just the suspected part because of his past is very damaging.
Sure.
So that's why more than anything, I'm just really pissed off about it. So that's why I was like, I don't want to look at Twitter. I already know what they're going to say. Top had some similar thing a couple years ago where he like, we don't know if it was like a suicide attempt, but he like overdosed on, I think, pills or something.
Wow.
So that's where this whole like druggy group sort of thing comes from. And so I already just know what all like the little like, I don't know.
I wish you would use this as a moment to be a bit better about these kind of situations. Like, like when Top had the scare with the overdose, like that's a big fucking deal. He's trying to like tell you like he needs help.
Yeah.
It's not okay to just be like, oh yeah, you're a drug addict, you can just go fuck off. Like
and it's like every time, I don't know, not every time, this doesn't happen super often, but every time like there's shocking news about the treatment of an idol, or if one like passes away,
sure,
there's always this conversation of like, we need to change how like, you know, we look at idols and how we like put pressures on them and we put them on this pedestal, and nothing changes ever.
It's true. Yeah, like that's entirely true. But you're right. Nothing ever changes. Like we do this all the time.
We just had this whole thing with the shooting in Maine Wherever there's like cynical people who, but I actually agree with, who are people who are like, they had those circle charts and it was like, you know, thoughts and prayers, talks about action but no action, go back to normal life or whatever. They're
not wrong though. That's like, it's cynical, but it's true because nothing is gonna change. Nothing will change.
So it's like the talk is great, but like nobody ever really puts it into action. And those who want to put it into action are usually overshadowed by the bulk that like don't or insist that like nothing's wrong or whatever.
I'll say one thing on that.
Yeah.
Just one thing. Mm-hmm. It's not even about that shooting. I think as a country, like if we went through the country and our chance to do something about this was Sandy Hook. Like we like watched a bunch of like kindergartners get slaughtered
like a decade ago and we're still here.
And it's nothing's changed. And I think like if that didn't change anything, then I don't think anything will.
No.
Unfortunately, it sucks. It's fucking stupid.
So here in America, we're just cynics because there's nothing that's been proactively really done.
No.
But anyway, so yeah, that's the whole thing with G-Dragon right now. And so, I've been poking into Twitter every now and then. I see hashtags trending like stay strong G-Dragon, we believe in you and stuff. And it's like, I don't want to put myself in that category yet because if he did something wrong and he's already done something wrong before, and even if I don't think that, obviously that like weed is bad, if in a country where it is bad and he knows it and he did it anyway, then I can't be like, we believe in you, because it's like that's where you live. Like you gotta follow the rules to where you live.
That clip from Liar Liar where he's like, stop breaking the law.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah, the Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
So it's my like personally, I disagree with just the whole, you know, that whole strictness entirely, but I'm not Korean. I don't live in Korea. So if I was somebody who lived there, I would, I don't know, try not to do that, I guess.
They're hardcore over there with drugs and anything. I think it was, we talked about this before, like once before. I don't remember exactly where. I think it was Singapore or maybe somewhere close.
Was it Malaysia with the LGBTQ thing, or was it a different drug thing?
Nope, it wasn't even about drugs. It was about, I think, a kid or like a young man went on vacation there with his parents or something. And he had gum, and like he littered the gum on like either.
Yes. Yep.
He was caned.
Yeah.
But they caned him. He was like an American citizen, and they like fucking caned him.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, you can do your due research for places that you visit.
Yes.
But I don't think they go into such specifics when you're like like Google searching like things to know. Like, it's not like Japan where it's like, take your shoes off before you go into somebody's house. It's like, I don't think there's a specific for Singapore and don't litter or you're gonna get caned, especially if you're like a visiting person. It's tough to say though. I don't know.
I feel like if I remember the story correctly, and it was 7th grade when I learned about this in the class that I never learned anything or did anything, and all we did was watch Fast and Furious and shit.
Perfect. Florida.
Yes. I think he knew about it. I think he did it anyways, maybe, and then he was caned.
Oh, so it was, you know, fuck around and find out.
Still very crazy though.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Very fucking crazy.
But like, at the same time, like if you are aware of the rules and you choose to break them anyway, that's on you. Like,
damn, Tory is.
It is though. Like really, I don't know.
Such a corpo, man. What's going on?
Oh my god, I'm not. Dude.
Such a corporate narc.
Oh my god. Well, anyway, so that's the whole thing with G-Dragon. I'm bummed out. It's my favorite group, and I was already in this. God. There's also talks now about like limiting the other member of Big Bang's like appearances on TV just by association, and that's really crappy because they didn't do anything wrong.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
Do they really appear on TV very often though?
One of them just appeared on TV after like, oh god, like a decade.
Who?
Daesung, because he had his own scandal thing too.
What?
So okay, so also in 2011, he it was like late at night. There was a motorcyclist on a highway who was drunk and ended up like veering into like this light pole on the highway and like hitting his head off of it. And Daesung happened to be driving his car and didn't see him and ran him over.
Oh my god!
The determining factor seemed to be that like the initial collision the motorcyclist had was what killed him, but people still think that Daesung's like a murderer and stuff. Like, it was very serious and stuff. And this was all 2011, very stressful as a fan.
Holy shit.
So
the worst year ever.
Yeah. So until all that Sungri stuff happened. So Daesung mainly promoted in Japan afterwards because he had kind of been shunned by Korea. So he literally just got back on like and did another TV show like last week. So
like almost 10 years has to pass.
Yeah. So whenever anybody talks about Big Bang, they're always like, Taeyang's the good one. It's like, okay, sure.
Who's he gonna murder next?
Oh no. So, but anyway, that's my sadness with Big Bang. Also, Sakurai Atsushi from Bucktick died. That sucks too. Which is not K-pop, but they are a very prolific J-rock group. They've been around they just celebrated their 35th anniversary as a group. He's been in the group since he was 22 years old. He's the lead singer. He has like a voice that never aged. Like, it sounds pretty much the same as it did when he first started out, and it's really like a really beautifully like great haunting voice, and very important in visual K. And he was performing on stage with the band, and he wasn't feeling well. By song 3, he got rushed out and found out he had a brainstem hemorrhage, and passed away at 57. Which I wish I could say that's the first time that's happened in J-Rock. It's not. It's like the third time. Cool, awesome stuff. So
I know it feels very like pointed, but I mean it could happen to anyone, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It just seems weird that it happens to like these these J-Rock people. I don't know.
They're performers, right? They're always going.
They are.
Maybe it has something to do with that.
It's nuts. There's so many like prolific people who have passed since like the 90s. But 57 also just seems so young.
It is.
And I guess there's like some sort of solace in that he died doing what he loved, you know. But they could have kept going a while. They were basically like I don't know. I don't want to compare like the Rolling Stones or whatever, but as far as like a longevity sort of thing, like they were pretty much there. So
neat.
So
I've never heard of them, but
they got some.
I'm not well versed.
They've got some really great stuff. They got 35 years worth. Most people know them for a song called Dress, which is a really great song. But check out Bucktick if you are into J-Rock at all.
J-Rock.
Gilgamesh. But yeah, so that's not K-pop, but I'll end with the K-pop one. I haven't talked about this much, but we're going to talk about 50/50. Because, oh gosh. All right, so I have their Wikipedia article up because the reason I haven't talked about 50/50 is because they've been going through a legal battle for a while. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really understand most of it. It's very complicated, and I don't understand most of it. But basically, a couple months after they released their mega hit song Cupid,
twin version.
The twin version, which is called the twin version because there's 4 members, but only 2 of them are singing. It's so weird. There's a Korean version where they're all singing, but
that's really weird.
So I'll just read the Wikipedia article, which is like literally the most succinct way to put any of this ever. So on June 19th, the members of the group filed for an injunction to suspend their exclusive contracts with Attract, which I always want to call ArtCat because it's spelled stupid. It's spelled ATTRAKT. It looks like ArtCat. Yeah. Attract, citing the violation of contractual obligations like pay, as well as the lack of transparency in financial settlements and medical negligence during the group's promotions. And some
medical negligence?
Well, one of them was like she had, it wasn't appendicitis, but it was something in that region of her body and stuff. And the company would not like file the proper time for her to get surgery and recuperation time from it or something like that.
Okay, that's horrible.
They also filed for a trademark of the group's name and their stage name. All of them have stage names. The news of the injunction was belatedly revealed after Attract accused Warner Music Korea of trying to get the members to violate their contracts to sign with another agency. So they were being poached, like hot off the success of Cupid. Warner Music denied the claim, but Attract filed criminal charges against 3 of the individuals in that company for fraud, breach of duty, and obstruction of business. And this has been ongoing for months. And like I said, I try to follow it. I don't understand legalities of most stuff anymore. I don't have the attention span for it. But this resulted in the cancellation of a lot of things for them, including there was supposed to be a music video for their Barbie Dreams song for the Barbie movie that got canceled. They were supposed to do several concerts and other scheduled events. But let me see where we are at. On October 17th, one of the members, she withdrew her lawsuit against Attract and returned back to them. She said basically like she had been misinformed and she felt like the poaching company was like not giving all the information and making it seem like Attract were really bad guys or whatever. And the interesting thing too is like this group debuted in November. Like they are last year. They are not even a year old. Like they are very new. And so a lot of the Korean public is actually against them, where normally they'd be on the side of the artist because if there's mistreatment, you know, that's bad. You don't want that. But since they're so new, the Korean public is like, you know, they're acting really prematurely and they're just like fame hungry after Cupid got big and whatever. And I'm inclined to agree to an extent. Like less than a year and wanting to get paid is sort of a little unrealistic.
Wanting to get paid?
Yeah, they go into debt doing training, like any like vocal or dance practice stuff. The money to pay these people who are teaching them comes out of like a debt that they have.
That seems so
it takes years for them to break even.
So
I know,
fucking crazy.
It is, but it takes a couple years for them to break even. It took BTS a couple years to break even as well.
Oh my god. Okay.
So but that's kind of the norm and stuff too. But less than a year is like.
So they'll train you, but you're paying for it. It's like
for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's messed up. It's why there's a good amount of K-pop idols whose families are wealthy.
That makes sense.
So that's why it's a good cushion. But
you can be a K-pop star too. Just be wealthy.
Pretty much. And there's some exceptions, like bigger companies like JYP or whatever. They don't have that.
Yep.
When BTS first started, their company was not big. BTS was their first like big successful group. So that's why. But I think any other artist in their company now probably wouldn't have that sort of needing to pay off a debt thing. But everybody's saying that they acted really early and prematurely for it not having even been. It was like 6 months.
6 months?
And so they were like, it's weird that you want to you're expecting to get paid after 6 months, I guess. So, which, again, sounds crazy for anything that isn't K-pop. Isn't that crazy? Our favorite audience member is back.
Every time, huh?
Every time. She gets those goosebumps every time.
I like that song.
I do too. It's been on the new Goosebumps movie commercial, and I have that song in my head every time.
Did you see the movie?
No, I didn't, but I've seen trailers for it.
Is it going to be in theaters or is it on like Netflix or some shit?
I think it's on like I've been seeing it on Disney Plus.
Oh, it's on
when
Disney?
We're watching The Mandalorian. I think it's a Disney Plus thing.
I'll be honest, I would watch it. I would too. Fuck.
So anyway, crazy stuff has been happening. So on October 17th, that's when one of the members withdrew her lawsuit. On the 23rd, Attract announced that they terminated the contracts of the other 3 girls, which means 50-50's over. There's no more 50-50.
And they can't have that name for sure. That name's gone.
They're basically blacklisted now. Like they will have a very hard time.
Oh my god!
Like that one girl jumped ship really. Like luckily she jumped ship. Like
so
I think
she's on her own now.
She's still with the company. She can re-debut and she's like, she's with the company still. They'll treat her fine.
Oh my god! But the other ones are.
But the other ones are screwed pretty much. So I think what people are thinking is. On the 17th is when that one girl went back. So I think that must have been like the SAG-AFTRA versus like Hollywood sort of thing. Like that was their last negotiation. And they were like.
That sucks though because I thought they were really good.
Me too. Yeah.
That really sucks.
So 50-50's done. So.
That is crazy. Like, I know why it happened obviously, but I don't know.
So they're still fighting lawsuits, and so the Seoul High Court dismissed the girls' injunction against Attract, which means even more now they're going to be like blacklisted and have a hard time coming back. Which stinks because the 2 girls from the twin version are part of these 2 that are still fighting against the company. The one was in the Korean version and not the twin version. So yeah, that sucks.
Did the Cupid version, twin version, did that song come out on the same album as that like 4 or 5 songs that came out in November?
It was just a single.
It was just a single, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So they have 6 songs total, including the Barbie Dream song.
Oh my god.
7 if you want to count the Korean version of Cupid.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
So. Yeah.
Because I remember them more fondly from, like that song was everywhere. Obviously, Cupid was everywhere. But I remember them more fondly from like
I that like a couple, I think.
Yeah, You sent me that whole album that they released like back in November.
Their 4-track album, which was really good.
That song Higher was so good.
Yeah, that's
very
really
good.
Great. So,
that's crazy. They're good too. Like they are legitimately good, and I liked Barbie Dreams. I thought that was a good song.
And I don't doubt that the girls suffered and struggled and everything. Like, I really don't. I believe that there was some shady stuff happening.
Believe idols.
But if there's a high court that is saying that they are not, like, if they're dismissing their lawsuit against their former company, then I think there has to also be something said maybe for the poaching company that is maybe like, I don't know, maybe making a mountain out of a molehill sort of thing. So it's tough. It's really tough. And they're young, obviously.
They'll rebound. You don't think so?
Well,
no way.
I don't know. It's when you're blacklisted, like Jessica from Girls' Generation, like she's like blacklisted from most Korean stuff because of her fallout with her company in Girls' Generation. So
you get Soojin, okay?
But Soojin is coming back, so you never know. But she was never blacklisted. She just got her.
Well, she was a very big meanie, and she was meaning to somebody, right?
Yeah, so allegedly. I guess that was cleared up to be a false or exaggerated thing. So that's why she's coming back.
She only killed like one cat.
Oh my God, no, she did not. But but anyway, since they terminated the contracts with the other 3 girls, they can now file a lawsuit against them for, I don't know, whatever.
Jesus.
So, since then, there's a TV company in Korea that is working with Attract to launch a new girl group audition show.
The new 50-50 one?
Yeah, pretty much. People are thinking that this girl that jumped ship is going to be a part of this new girl group.
Oh my God.
Supposedly. And then it was announced from Billboard, where, if I can find it, the Billboard Music Awards released their list of nominations and have 50-50 as the first girl group in 17 years since the Pussycat Dolls to receive a nomination for top duo/group.
Mm-hmm.
How are they going to
accept an award?
Accept the award. The one girl is going to go and accept the award if they win.
Hi, I am from the group formerly known as 50-50.
Yep.
I am Yep. I am only a quarter of the group now, but
so yep, it will just be her. So, which is so weird. It's so weird. Their agency said, we plan to reorganize the group and presented to the public together with Kina, the girl who jump shipped. So I guess they're maybe forming a new 50-50, but just the 50-50 as we know it is no longer there. Either way, it's like very messy and chaotic. And when I saw that they terminated the other contracts, I was like, all right, well, I guess 50-50 is done. It's the most colossal, like, dive from popularity ever. Like, they really were, like, TikTok success is very rare to the degree that they had it. Like, they really were, like, set up to be completely successful. And being on the Barbie soundtrack is also a really great push,
humongous,
too.
Yeah.
So it's just amazing how that all crashed and burned so quickly.
Where did 50-50 go? Well, let me tell you about 50-50.
They had a 50-50
Gone too soon.
Gone too soon. So yeah.
That was pretty good. Thank you for giving us news on 50-50. That is exactly what we needed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I really
tried to raise a sunshine today with this K-pop corner. It's miserable. It's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine because you know what? Jungkook's gonna release new remixes of 7, even though we have 9 already.
How many more? 2 more, right?
Well, one's another remix of his song 3D with Jack Harlow, which I actually have not heard still. So.
I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but okay.
Yeah, one new remix of 7, so we'll have like 10, and this one's remixed by David Guetta. So.
Oh my God! And then
cool.
They'll have a Marshmallow remix after that, and then they'll do a Skrillex remix.
Ah, yeah, it's just like it's a lot. It's
you're
way
going
too
through
many.
it.
It's way too many.
I'm sorry.
It's way too many.
I'm here to share the burden.
It's fine. It's way too many.
I'm here with you in spirit.
Thank you.
Okay.
So anyway, this is my sad K-pop corner. Thanks for coming with me on this emotional.
Thanks for taking us
roller
there.
Coaster. Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for putting us in the shoes of what's going on the ground.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. This is like a bummer K-pop corner.
All right. Anyways, let's move on then.
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
All right. We're moving on. Just like the
I'm
3
done.
girls from 50-50, they're moving on too.
Pull the plug. I'm through.
I'll kill you,
okay,
said
whoa.
Attract.
My God, shut up.
And then they killed their careers.
It's so messy. Sorry. All the comments too from people like regularly on K-pop like Reddit or whatever are literally like, every day I have a harder time following what's going on. Like no, it is genuinely confusing, and there seems to be some new thing that comes.
So you're saying it's not just you; it is everybody having the same problem because it is a
much.
fucking crazy mess of a situation.
Yeah, which is really great that Wikipedia really summarized it in 2 paragraphs. Like
Their contracts have been terminated.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah. So anyway, Soojin's coming back because she may have left G-Idol, but she didn't leave K-pop. Perfect.
I'm glad you did that.
You know, I had to do it.
Yeah, you've been really trying to work that into some conversations.
Have I?
Yeah, I don't know why
you. Has it been me or you?
I don't know why you do it.
Has it been me or you?
You just did it. It was you.
All right, I guess it's because it's documented.
I never did it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do shit.
I did.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Is your K-pop corner concluded?
It's
How do you
done.
feel about
like
it?
50-50, my K-pop corner is done.
That's horrible. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just a bummer. They had so much potential.
I did.
So, but anyway.
Well, I did not see that coming.
No. A lot of twists and turns.
Anything specific you want to mention here? Is there anything that's calling to you?
I want to get back on some positive news. So I want to talk about candy.
Bubblegum and taffy.
Bubblegum and taffy.
Good.
First of all, I want to say, Lewis has been like churning out cookie cups the way that God intended for these last couple weeks. I'm staring at them currently.
I normally wouldn't agree with you, but I'm doing the Lord's work right
You
now.
really are. Like they're basically, but they're like revert. Like it's kind of like Oreos. This is like cookie cups because let me tell you about the Seraphim. Let me tell you about cookie cups. Cookie cups are what was it, early 2000s?
Earlier than
late
that.
90s.
Yeah.
Reese peanut butter cup product where it was literally, as it sounds, just like it's not.
I talk about this so much. I feel like this is like my, you know, like how Trixie and Katya have like Katya has that thing with contact.
Yeah.
This is my fucking contact.
This is your contact. You seen your dad, a dead dad on the beach, seeing this dead candy on the beach. It was never said it was an Oreo cookie, but it was basically an Oreo cookie.
It was an Oreo cookie.
Okay. Stuck in the middle of a peanut butter cup. Great. Perfect. Half cookie, half peanut butter and chocolate. Like, great. Like
it's such a good blend of like chocolate with a crunch in it.
Yes.
So good.
And you get a crunch every time.
You get a crunch every time.
Yep.
Important.
Yes.
And a little bit of salt from the peanut butter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the sweetness. Oh my God. It's like the perfect fucking dessert.
Yes. So, after the success of some revitalized 90s/2000s like foods that went away, including 3D Doritos, Reese's was like, "Hey y'all, we're gonna bring back cookie cups," but they screwed it up.
I was so excited for that, Tory.
Me too.
You have no.
Oh my God.
I remember, and I remember this specifically. The first person I texted was you.
Yep.
Because I'm like, look, they're bringing them back.
Yeah, you bought it and sent me a picture.
I bought it. I was so excited to try it. I couldn't wait. It was a disappointment. Okay.
It was. And it wasn't like it's a peanut butter cup, so it's always gonna be good. But it's like it was a disappointing good.
It's not what I wanted. You did not get a crunch in every bite, which is important.
Because they broke up the cookie parts.
Why would you do that?
You're making more work for yourself. Like literally, all you have to do is keep the cookie whole and put it in between like two halves of peanut butter cups.
You went out and you bought a cookie smasher for no fucking reason, okay?
Right.
You didn't need to do that. All you needed to do was, I'm just gonna eat this now because I'm hungry.
Okay. So you've made reverse cookie cups because you've taken an entire Reese cup and then put two Oreo cookies in on top.
Yes.
Which is also good because you still get a crunch in every bite.
You get a double crunch with this one.
Yes.
I have done them the other way, but it takes a little bit more work, and I think this is just as effective.
Yeah, I think so too. That's my rant on it because it was noted that I should rant about it, and now you ranted about it too. So I feel better. So
I just want them to do it the right way. Okay. I would buy 50 million of them.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I would just buy all of them. Just give it to me.
The problem with revamped stuff, whether it's favorite junk foods or like TV shows or anything, is that they're like, we have to make it different. We have to modernize it or whatever. And nobody wants that. The reason we liked the original is because it was the original. Like, we're not like, this was good, but like, no, there's no but. You just do it.
You've mentioned this before.
I have.
In past episodes.
Yep.
This isn't a call out. I'm adding to it.
Okay, cool.
What I'm saying is, usually what you say is like, you think you want it, but you don't.
Yeah.
I would argue with food, you think you want it because you do.
Yes.
And you shouldn't change it.
I mean, and it's tough for certain things where it's like, I don't know. This is more related to like someone's home cooking or something, and it's like, even if you know the recipe and you make it, it's never going to be quite the same. But this is different because it's factory made. I know what to expect. Reese's have tasted the same for me since I've been alive. I don't know if they've changed them since before then, but
in fact, they've been really consistent with those. Yes,
Oreos have been the same for the original flavor because now they got like 50 million other flavors out there. There's nothing that could be done wrong where I'm not like, this is exactly how I remember, except for what they did, which is break up the cookie, which was stupid. But
Oreo fucked up though, because you know what? They have so many flavors of Oreo, right? Yeah. And they get rid of the good shit.
Justice for S'moreos. I'm so mad that they just keep taking them away every time. Did you ever get Halloween Oreos?
Yes.
You did?
One time.
I never did. I'm so mad.
Time. And I had to get it in September, like the beginning of September.
I know. I saw them in September also. I was like, okay, cool. They'll be around for a little while. Stupid me.
No. They're done. And you know what's there already? Christmas.
All right. Christmas. And for those, it's like, yeah, they're the same Oreos, like with different colors. I get it, but it's the principle of it.
Ever since I saw Halloween Oreos, they were my favorite. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just the color combination's like perfect. It's just like black and orange.
Yeah,
it's
Halloween
like,
colors.
That's Halloween colors. Okay, it works perfectly. The black and red still cool, but like it's different.
And yet we just keep birthday cake Oreos year round. The sweet.
Who's eating those fucking
sweet
things?
On sweet?
Like,
probably my husband.
Oh my god.
My husband, who eats the mega stuffed Oreos. Okay. Hi, honey. I love you because you listen. I know you listen to this podcast. I love you, but he eats the regular Oreos, which ever since eating double stuffed Oreos, I'm like completely.
You can't go back.
I can't go back.
You can't go back.
And he bought those once for a gathering we had, and we complained about that. And so he said, "Okay, I'm gonna buy the mega stuffed." Not to get back at us, but to ensure that like there's enough frosting for us to not complain about it. And then we had to be like, this is way too much frosting. And he looked so like fed up with all of us. Like, what do you people want?
Okay.
And then he ate them all. Unironically, like ate them all.
It's too much.
It is way too much.
When I make these things, right? Mm-hmm. It's a bit of a waste because I had to scoop out the frosting.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm not just gonna eat fucking frosting. Like, and I'm not making it.
Save it for Josh next time. He'll eat it.
My kids like it.
Okay, there you go.
So I didn't save it this time because they're not here. Mm-hmm. But like, they'll just come over and they'll be like, "Can I have that?" I'm like, the thing of frosting here.
Go nuts.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
What time is it? Sure.
7 o'clock. Perfect.
Great. Right before bed.
Like, I'm sure like frosting's easy enough to repurpose, but it's also like you gotta save it and then have enough time to repurpose it anyway, and it really is just so inconsequential. The cookie is what makes it the expensive thing, not the frosting.
Fuck the frosting. But not really, because I don't like the regular stuff Oreos. Like, I think those are weird. You're weird if you buy those, okay?
I will say though, oddly enough, I do like the thins, but only because the cookie's also thin, so the ratio is still, it's basically like the same
it's like a thin double stuff.
Yeah. So you don't totally feel cheated, but yeah, there's something about the regular Oreos that I'm like, I can't, this is too little frosting.
It's too little frosting for sure. Like, they should have just stopped with the double stuff, right? They didn't need to make the fucking monster stuff or whatever. That shit's
mega
crazy.
Stuff, yeah.
That's crazy.
And we don't need certain flavors that literally are there year round, like birthday cake Oreo. And why can't we keep S'moreos? Like, really, why?
They're so good.
It's so stupid that, yeah.
They're so good.
It's
we keep some of the shittiest ones around.
Yeah.
and I don't understand birthday cake flavor Oreos. Like I'll never understand it. They were not good to me.
No.
It's too fucking sweet.
There are some that like I always just end up going back to the classic ones because there are some that are good, or the peanut butter ones are good too. But there are some that like I would have once as a novelty one, like the carrot cake ones or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't go and get them every single time if like regular Oreos are there.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly not going to go get the birthday cake Oreos. So justice for s'moreos.
I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing it. Okay. The only other Oreo that I will frequent is peanut butter pie because they're really good.
Which is actually the kind of the closest thing.
Yes.
We get to full circle now. The cookie cups, kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like the closest. Because not even
kind of.
Reese's could get it right. So it's like, I guess Oreo. Yeah, it's a shame.
It is a shame.
So, justice for cookie cups.
Well.
But not that we complained for 20 minutes about something
about Oreos.
We've definitely complained about before.
Shit.
We've definitely complained about it before.
So you had talked about you had some sort of candy that you wanted to talk about that wasn't Oreos or peanut butter cups, right?
Last year we did we ate what the internet dubbed as like the worst candies. I wish we kind of had kept track. I'll go back and watch the episode or something. I should have done that before.
Boston baked beans.
But I distinctly remember Boston baked beans because I've never experienced a candy that is like shrapnel.
It was like shrapnel.
It is like, and my husband again unironically loves Boston baked beans candy.
It's barely a candy though. It's got a candy coating, but it's not even like a chocolate thing. It's just a shell.
And it's peanuts, right?
And it's a peanut. Yeah. It's like what the fuck is this? I'll just eat peanuts then.
So I thought the reverse would be fun to do, and I really researched this. So I went to 10 websites that had, and these were from like Real Simple to Consumer Reports, like actual publications and stuff.
Holy shit, you did some statistic work here? This is crazy.
I aggregated the 10 websites and what they deemed to be their top 10 Halloween candies.
Yeah.
And so I thought it'd be neat to do a tier list of like from 1 to 10. But before I do that, I want to talk about thecandystore.com. They surveyed over 12,000 customers to rank the top 10 worst Halloween candies of this year.
Sure.
Do you want to take a quick guess about any of them?
I'm assuming some of the stuff we've already talked about will be on this list.
And some of it's literally like not even just Halloween candy. It's just like candy.
Good and plenty.
Was that on there?
Those are disgusting.
They were not actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
There's one on here that I know.
Circus peanuts.
Yes, it's number 1 still. It's been number 1.
Untouched.
It'll always be number 1.
Untouched.
Because no one touches them. It's untouched because no one.
For a good reason.
No one wants them. Yeah.
Did we eat those last year too? We did, right?
No, because you bought them
Uh-huh.
and had your kids try them, and then you tried one and said, and we tried one like separate from the podcast, and we decided we didn't want to do that again.
Oh yeah,
which was
really bad.
Which was a good idea because they're horrible.
They are bad.
Yeah.
I would rather have candy corn.
Candy corn was number 2.
Of course.
As the worst.
I will say.
There's a couple weird ones on here that I hadn't even considered. So
those Mary Janes that we were talking about.
Mary Janes are number 6.
Those are really bad too.
Yeah, they are. If I remember correctly, they just get stuck in. They wire your teeth shut.
God,
it feels like those old television shows of like the 50s, 60s, 70s where it's like the people, or like Ed, Ed and Eddie with Jimmy with his headgear. Like you just wire your. It's horrible.
I had a headgear. It was awful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Boston baked beans again because they're just
they're
not on there.
No, I really think it's just because nobody eats them besides my husband anyway.
I guess.
So maybe they're just not worth being ranked. I guess.
Necco wafers.
Number 3. Yep.
Yeah. Shit.
I can say the rest too if you don't want to keep guessing. There's some that we disagreed with before.
I like to guess.
So.
We disagreed on?
No, that we disagreed with last time. They said they were the worst that we liked.
Okay, how about this?
Okay.
This is candy that I don't like.
There's a couple on here that you do like.
Okay. Bit of honey or bit o' honey or whatever the fuck it is. You know what have you ever had that shit?
No, it's a new entry this year of the top 10 worst.
It's like bird food. It's like a bunch of like seeds and shit.
I see it. Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Bit-o honey.
Yeah, bit-o honey. It's
it's a chewy blend of almond bits embedded into a honey flavored taffy.
Maybe that's what it is.
This is the super sticky texture is a dental nightmare.
Okay, that thing is not what I remember. I'm thinking of something else that like it looks like bird food.
Oh, okay. There's no bird food-esque candy on this list, but there is bit of honey that does have embedded almond in it. But
all right, list them off. How about that?
Okay. So we'll go to number 4. So something called peanut butter kisses. So they're those
kisses.
I'll show you a picture. They're those orange and black like those things.
Oh my god.
Like the generic candies.
I never used to eat those fucking
Nobody
things.
did. Those were literally, not to disparage any grandmothers, but that was literally like what grandmothers would have in their candy dishes. Like just generic.
Not good.
Yeah, generic candy.
No.
5 was wax Coke bottles, which we have before too. So unsatisfying. Like even if the liquid was really good, like there was not enough liquid to justify having to bite through wax ever.
Wax lips.
Oh gosh, yeah. 7 was Smarties, which I still disagree with. So.
I like Smarties. I don't care. Smarties are good.
Yeah. 8 is black licorice. Nobody's surprised.
Nobody's surprised with that. That's
And then 10 was Tootsie Rolls, which again I disagree with. So.
Those are fine. I'm not a big Tootsie Roll eater, but
I would put them in a top 10 worst though. To me, they're so nothing. Like they're so nothing.
They're like iconic. Like they're iconic candies. Whatever.
So anyway, let's move on to the best, and we can start ranking them.
I'm so excited for this.
Okay.
I have no idea.
First, I want to ask you, since you like guessing, what do you think is? Someone did a top candy per state list. What do you think Massachusetts is? Where we live?
Massachusetts. Okay, wait. Fuck.
Don't think too hard into it.
Don't think too. Okay, M&Ms. I don't know.
No, Reese Cups.
Yes. Why did I think so hard?
We here love Reese Cups, so I am happy to put us 2 into the general Massachusetts population of that. So,
okay, good pick though. Like that, very strong pick. Very strong pick.
Yeah, so it's a lot. Mostly it was popular candies like M&Ms, Skittles, whatever. So
hell yeah.
I was just only interested in our home state here. So, all right, so. The first one of these top 10 best candies, Halloween candies, 4 out of 10 websites said Starbursts.
The best one?
These are the top 10.
Okay.
And so this is a rank list, so I'm just starting with 1, so it's just stuck in 1 right now.
Sure.
Next one, 4 out of 10 said Milky Ways. Would you put that above or below Starburst?
I would put it below.
I would put it below too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 5 out of 10 said Hershey chocolate.
Just Hershey? No.
Yeah, just regular.
No. Okay, chocolate. I mean, like it's okay.
I where would you put that?
It definitely belongs below Milky Way. Like I think Milky Way's better than a Hershey chocolate bar because I think a Hershey chocolate bar is just so plain. It just you put it onto things. It's not something that like I'm going to just buy a Hershey bar unless it has almonds in it.
I know. And now that I'm older, I really like almonds and I really like dark chocolate.
God. The little Hershey treasures that are dark chocolate are like my favorite.
I would actually put Hershey chocolate though above Milky Way just because even when I was a kid, I could never sit and eat like more than a couple Milky Ways. Like there was just a lot of caramel. Like it was just a lot. But I could for like little Hershey minis. That's my thinking with it. But
when I'm a kid, okay. So when you're a kid, you probably don't care about the taste of chocolate too much because you just want to eat it.
You just
But now that I'm an adult, it's just not the best chocolate, is what I'm saying. It's just not the best tasting chocolate.
Regular milk chocolate or
just Hershey milk chocolate, yeah.
What do you think the best milk chocolate is?
I'm not a milk chocolate person. I'm a dark chocolate person. So like I guess if I had to choose one that I really liked, I guess like Hershey's is fine, but
Dove actually has some decent chocolate.
Okay, Dove has really good chocolate.
Dove, the company that makes soap.
Different company, I think, right?
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Never mind. Just kidding.
Whatever, soap.
Okay, so
soap and chocolate.
All right. So we have it as, I disagree a little bit with the Hershey chocolate, but we'll say, so it's Milky Way. No, Hershey chocolate, Milky Way, Starburst in that order.
Okay.
Next one, 6 out of 10 said Skittles.
6 out of 10 said Skittles. Skittles are really good.
Yes. Where would you put them? I would put them probably at the top so far.
Yeah.
Above Starburst.
Skittles are up there. Yeah. They're going to be up there with like M&Ms for me.
Even more so now that they brought the lime one back. because I
the real lime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I hate green apple. Anything.
Damn.
I hate green apple. Sorry about it. So I was sad when they made the green apple and then they changed it back to lime. And because I always did the lemon lime combo. Always. I always mix like 2 different flavors of Skittles.
I did that with Starburst too.
I was thinking I'm so fancy or whatever.
Like, ooh, yes, I'm having a Sprite.
Yeah. Starry.
Yeah, I'm having a Starry. That's cool. Definitely that's like a top tier candy.
Yeah.
And sour Skittles are really good. So.
Mm. Oh yeah, sour Skittles. Forgot about those.
So good.
Okay, 7 out of 10 said Twix.
Twix is fucking great.
All right,
I
so
love
that's at
Twix.
the top now too.
I'll fuck up a Twix any day. And when they used to have the good Twix PB, oh man, unbeatable.
Oh yeah.
That was the closest I could get to a cookie cup at the time.
I've tried the cookie dough one before. I think it's weird. It's just like, I think it's just because I'm so set to expect a certain thing from Twix that anything that deviates from it is like, that's not a Twix bar.
But Twix is, yeah.
So we've got
very good.
Hershey chocolate, Milky Way, Starburst, Skittle, Twix in that order.
Okay.
From December.
I'll try to remember this. I'm so sorry.
I've got it. It's okay. Because I have it written down.
Thank God.
All right. 7 out of 10 said Butterfingers.
Okay.
Which is funny because last year there were some publications that were like, they changed the formula and they're the worst now. But we had them last year and they didn't taste any different. So
a Butterfinger's a Butterfinger. I still think they're pretty good.
Yeah. I would probably put them below.
Don't say Hershey chocolate.
No.
Okay.
I would put them below Twix and below Skittles.
This is a fact.
Would you put them above Starburst? Or
no.
No? Okay.
No, I do like them, but I think Starbursts are better. Because a Butterfinger will fuck your mouth up.
That's true. So we put that. So you want to put that below Starburst then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we're talking about Butterfinger BBs.
Oh my God. I almost brought that up when we were talking about the cookie cups. Almost. I almost did. I didn't though. I'm happy you said
That's an S tier candy.
Yes, it is. I think so too. Okay. 7 out of 10 publications said M&Ms.
Okay. This is where we have to kind of get specific. Okay. If we're talking plain M&Ms, I think those are fine. Mm-hmm. I would not put them at the top, but I think they're good. My M&Ms of choice are peanut or peanut butter. Oh, crispy.
Okay. I like regular. Crispy. Oh my God.
Yeah. Which they constantly make and then unmake, and then they're like, we don't know what we're doing. Hey, do you want pretzel M&Ms? You do? You don't? Gosh, I wonder where we could put these crispy M&Ms. Let's just throw them all away.
It's tough. The easy
you
answer
gotta
is
eat them. You have to eat them.
You bring back crispy M&Ms.
Then everybody wins if you do that.
I remember having them, like, they were bought in like a big party size bag for like you guys' New Year's Eve parties. It seems gone. Like, so I know, I didn't really. And again, we have like M&M flavors that like we have like M&M flavors that nobody cares about. So
fucking fudge brownie or some shit. It's so much.
There's so like much. A coffee one too, I think, that I don't know. It's
cool.
Weird. Yeah, it's
like,
cool.
Whatever. So sorry, I'm bitter.
All right, fine. That's fine. So are those coffee M&Ms. Ooh. Where would you rank M&Ms? They're just talking regular M&Ms. So we have Twix at the top, then Skittles.
I don't think they're better than Twix for me.
Okay.
You might disagree.
Kinda. Because again, I'm thinking more as far as like what I could eat more of.
Okay. And that's fair. Like,
but Twix are like a luxury candy to me.
A luxury candy?
Kind of. They just seem like they're in a gold package, and they're like
so good.
Those commercials where it's like they had the drizzle of like it's like so luxurious and stuff. So
it's extra.
And M&Ms are just like, here are some 3D M&M spokespeople, and there's
hey,
M&Ms
like Billy West, he can be a red M&M.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so put below Twix. What about above or below Skittles?
Oh man, this is tough.
We're getting down to it now.
I think I like chocolate more than I like Skittles myself. So I probably would put them above Skittles for me.
Okay.
But I do love me some fucking Skittles.
So what do you think?
I'm going with Skittles first, just because I love sour Skittles more than I love plain M&Ms.
Okay, Twix, Skittles, M&Ms. All right. I missed one. Okay, 4 out of 10 said Snickers.
I like me some Snickers too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I am the chocolate boy. Like I am. Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
Right? Quick one.
Yep.
There is a convenience store up the street where I live.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't moved very far
Mm-hmm.
from like when I first started moving out here. And, like,
Never
I had an
forget where you
apartment.
came from.
I never forgot where I came from, and that was the 7-Eleven because
Yeah.
I used to go there and just get donuts,
Mm-hmm.
and the fucking lady called me out. Right? She's like, she didn't know my name. She would just call me Chocolate Donut Boy.
What a weird nickname.
And I'm like, I'll never come here again. Like
Right?
I can't, not anymore. You know too much.
Yeah.
You know my spending habits. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Anyways, Snickers.
All right, chocolate. I'm sorry.
Snickers. I like Snickers. I probably don't like it as much as a Twix bar.
Mm-hmm.
God. These are the
Do you like
questions.
them?
Yeah.
So less than Twix,
Yeah.
more than Skittles? Killing your
No.
darlings.
No.
All right, so below Skittles,
Mm-hmm.
above M&Ms, or below M&Ms?
I think I could above M&M's for me.
Okay.
Just because it has a little bit more. It has peanuts in there,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that a lot more than just plain M&M's.
Okay.
So,
So this is where we differ, and I'll have a mental idea of my own list because I do not like peanuts and candy, so this would actually be bottom for
I
me.
love peanuts.
Yeah.
Candy.
So, but that's fine. So, all right, 9 out of 10 Kit Kats.
Kit Kats are so fucking good.
Where would you put those?
Oh my god, I hate this. Oh god, that's below Twix.
Below Twix,
No,
okay.
It might be above Twix. Are we talking a big cat? Are we talking this?
I think they're just talking regular.
Fuck, I hate this.
So like regular
okay.
Skittles, regular Twix, regular Kit Kats, regular M&Ms.
I love me a Kit Kat.
Yep.
It's below Twix for me because I
Below
just
Twix?
really love that.
Above Skittles. The visible struggle.
Skittles staying where it is above Snicker bars. How about that for me?
Okay, so Twix, Skittles, and then
Yeah.
Kit Kats. All right, and you know what number 1 is?
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Oreos?
No, oh my gosh, no, Reese peanut butter cups.
That's
10 out of 10 publications
Yeah.
said Reese peanut butter cups, and that's above Twix. I already know, right? Probably. for
yeah.
you? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That
It's
was the
gotta
easiest
be.
choice you made this whole
It's
time.
got to be because you can do so much with it. Like
Yeah.
they're so good. They come in so many different varieties. Like
Mhm.
they're the best.
So your top 10, your ranked list, the official Lewis candy tier list.
Let's hear it.
Reese cups from ascending to descending.
Great.
Twix, Skittles, Kit Kats, Snickers, M&Ms, Starbursts, Butterfingers, Milky Way, and Hershey chocolate. How does that sound? That sounds correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave that.
Okay.
That's it.
What's
What's yours?
All right.
I need to know yours.
Mine
This
would
is crazy.
be. I have to think about this for a second. So,
You have to think about it. Oh my
well,
god.
because they differ. So,
That's okay. Okay. So we'll talk about your top of the list. What's your top of the list?
peanut butter cups.
Okay.
That one's not hard.
Not hard. What's the next tier after that?
Probably M&Ms actually.
M&M's, plain M&M's, plain
I'm a
ass
basic bitch. I don't know.
M&M's, no peanuts, no nothing, just fucking raw
Or
dogging
crispy.
chocolate
I-
and
yeah.
candy shell.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Now that I said all that shit,
Yeah, you know better.
what's after that? You're gonna go with Skittles. Wait, right.
Yeah.
Look at those wave files.
Yeah. All right, yeah, Skittles would be my next one.
Sure.
Okay. Kit Kats,
Good choice. Yeah.
then Twix,
Okay. Yeah.
then Hershey chocolate.
Okay.
So that's where we differ, because then next I would say Starburst.
Okay. Starburst. So you. Oh man.
I know.
But you don't like.
I don't
gummy
have
candy.
enough Starburst really usually, so.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think I'm also just thinking like the mini Hershey things where it's like I could eat the almond ones or the dark chocolate ones.
You don't have to
all
explain
day.
it. This is your list. This is
Okay.
you stick by it. Okay.
Butterfinger,
Okay.
and then Milky Way,
Uh-huh.
and then Snickers are on the bottom because I don't like peanuts and candy. So
That's fair. I still think you have a very valid list.
thank you.
I think we have Butterfinger in the same place. Like
Probably.
near
I
the
was only
bottom.
marking off from your list.
Milky Way. Oh man, it's so sweet too. Like that's a sweet one.
It is, like I said, it's one of those candies where I could eat like one or two of them, and like the little ones.
The small ones.
Yeah.
And you know what? I like the dark Milky Way. They're called like Midnight or whatever.
Yes, and I should try those because I didn't like them when I was younger because I didn't like dark chocolate. But maybe
they're
now
pretty
as an
good.
adult.
I don't know what's in them, like that like white cream stuff. Like I'm
Yeah.
not sure what the fuck that is, but it's pretty good.
There were some honorable mentions I had found too. Some of them were kind of surprising. So Nestle Crunch. These are all ones that were ranked.
Ooh, Crunch, yeah.
3 out of 10 publications had all of these as on there. So 100 grand.
My mom really loves those.
I don't know much about. I don't think I've eaten them.
It's
Is that another peanut candy?
no peanuts in that.
Oh,
It's just caramel and
nougat.
no, I don't even think nougat. I think literally just like caramel. Oh,
Be phone your mom up.
no, it's those little like Rice Krispie things. You know what I mean? Like
okay.
It's like what would be in a Crunch bar kind of.
I think it's just kind of surprising because to me it's like an older candy.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Sour Patch Kids.
Those are okay, but
In moderation.
I like other sour candy better than those.
Sour Skittles.
Yeah, for sure.
Reese's Take 5 were on here 3 times.
No.
Which I don't consider like, I don't know. I don't put that in the same like category as other
Take
Halloween
5.
candies.
That's the pretzel one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Okay.
Twizzlers.
I like Twizzlers.
I think 3 out of 10 people or publications recommended them because maybe they are older, like older people. And I don't really like licorice, but that's just me.
I'll fuck up some licorice.
And then a surprising one, 3 out of 10 publications said hot tamales.
Oh man, what the
Which
fuck?
I don't want a candy that hurts me.
The cinnamon ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No.
I'm all set with that.
I don't like that one. That's a bad choice, I think.
Yeah.
But all the rest of that was really good.
Yes.
I love that list.
I'm happy to have to be choosing between favorites rather than having to eat gross candy. There was nothing more soul crushing than eating like dry ass Necco wafers or breaking my teeth on Boston baked beans.
That really did. Like I know
that left a lasting impression, I think.
It sounds like I'm hyping it up, and I am a little bit, but it really was hard to get it to break open like that for one.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then when I did, it like cut into my fucking cheek and my tongue. Like
I don't know how Josh eats them. I really don't.
I don't know. He'll just say like, "Oh, you just have like weak teeth or something." Like
from the same guy who I love dearly, but literally had sour straws as a meal today. He was like, "This is my lunch."
That's crazy.
He's just built different.
Built differently, for sure.
So now you're all ready for Halloween.
Good list. I think that's a great list. You did good.
You did a good list too.
What list?
Your tier list.
But I didn't do the research.
Oh.
You did the research. You were like...
It was fun.
You made a bunch of like graphs and shit. Excel spreadsheets.
It's a bunch of pie charts.
But the pie charts, you love those.
Oh, yeah, so much.
I've seen so many fucking pie charts for this.
For school?
Class that I just did.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see them anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm done with them.
I'm through. Pull the plug.
Yeah.
So we're about up, but there's one more thing, if you don't mind. I don't know if I've talked too much about through this. Okay, because you've been asking too. So I want to talk about an adventure I had at Walmart.
Oh my God, yes, please. Regale us.
See, I didn't forget. So
Thank you.
I will send you the picture. I think I sent you the picture already.
You did.
Of this guy I saw at Walmart, our local Walmart, and he was wearing a sweatshirt that said "Pre-divorce Paranoia, 21 songs on YouTube," and I was like,
"This guy has songs on YouTube?"
Yes. So
okay.
So here's what I wrote as I was like, I talked this into my notes app. After it happened, I wrote. I don't even remember what I wrote. Oh. So I was looking at Halloween stuff at Walmart, and this guy with a cowboy hat full of enamel pins, one of which was some middle finger that said "fuck ISIS."
Oh my goodness.
Fuck
ISIS.
He was like passing by me as I was looking at Halloween stuff, and he said to me, he was like, "Don't worry about. You should just buy all those things or whatever." I don't even remember.
Buy all those things,
like some Halloween. I don't even remember what I was looking at. Some Halloween, like decorative stuff or whatever.
Okay.
And he was like, you should just buy all of them. And I laughed and I said, yeah, maybe I should. And then he was walking away. And so I was like, I saw a sweatshirt and I was like, I can't not say anything. And I was like, I like your sweatshirt. And he said,
did it say fuck ISIS on it?
No, that was one of his enamel pins on his cowboy hat. That was the only one I could read. You can still kind of see it in the picture I sent.
Sure.
But it was covered in enamel pins that probably sent some other stuff like that. Which, you know what? I agree. ISIS, not great. So I said, I like your sweatshirt. And he said, yeah, it was all inspired by my serial cheater first ex-wife. And I was like...
Let's go.
I'm like, oh, well. I was like, that's a good thing that it's good that she inspired something good, at least. And so he was.
It's good that she inspired something good.
Yeah, to make music or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and I thought it was just like a jokey thing, like a jokey shirt, but this was like real. Like, so these are the pre-divorce paranoia it's a real album of songs that this guy made. So he started to tell me about he's a karaoke singer. And all of the songs, their songs on his shirt are songs on YouTube. And he was inspired to do this, one of the songs from a song his friend made, that was called Massachusetts Cowboy.
Okay.
One of the songs is called Hyannis Hillbilly. Hyannis is a town in Massachusetts here. And his friend passed away in the 90s. Like, he was really telling me a lot of like stuff. And he's
holy
like,
shit.
He was like, yeah. He was inspired to do the song from a friend who had passed away in the 90s called Massachusetts Cowboy. And how his sweatshirts came in a limited run, and all 5 of them had been claimed by friends and family members. And he and he was like, he was concerned about he's turning 69 in December because because all year he said he would have to say that he's pushing 70 instead of saying how old he is.
Pushing 70. Okay.
And then he said he was too old to have a hit right now, but he still wished he knew.
He's too old to have a hit.
Yeah, but he said he wished he knew the right people that could promote him. And he was like, and like, even if somebody just covered my songs, like if Brad Paisley did it, I think he could do my songs justice or something like that. So and like, I'm like trying to figure out what to say in response, because it's really interesting, but it's like, what do I even say to, like, first of all, it opens up with him saying this is inspired by my serial cheater ex-wife. It's like, okay.
So this guy has gone through some stuff. He's seen some stuff. And he's made
some art about it.
He's put his pain out there. Mm-hmm. He put it on wax.
Yeah.
And on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
So if you search, I never even.
Did you listen to it?
No.
You are
crazy. I need to, because I
cannot believe
I kept forgetting.
Done this.
But I want to. So one of his songs is called Hyannis Hillbilly. But if you just search pre-divorce paranoia, that you should be able to find it on YouTube.
Oh, you don't say.
So I want to promote this guy.
You want to promote? What if he ends up being like some lunatic?
I don't know, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. Tell him LEM'n'TEA sent you. I don't care.
What? Did he give you the name of his serial cheater ex-wife?
No, I didn't ask.
Fuck.
No, I didn't ask. But yeah, give this guy some attention, this karaoke singer.
Maybe we can interview him.
Oh my God, imagine.
That'd be cool.
Oh my God, yeah. But I did not catch his name either, so I don't even know. I wonder if I search really quickly right now.
Go ahead. We can always edit
it out. Hyannis Hillbilly.
Do it.
But I was just it was like one of the, it was very like people of Walmart, but it was also very interesting. Like, I don't know. There's
a lot of like strange people out there, but a lot of them are harmless. Like, they just have weird stories or weird shit going on.
Very weird. So I should have done this search beforehand.
That's okay. Listen,
but
we gotta find his name. We gotta be able to shout him out, and then he has to give us an interview.
Right. I think I found him. Let me double check though. Oh, Halifax Hillbilly, not Hyannis. Okay. So, should I say his name? His name is Gary Marshall Ellis.
Oh my God, Gary Ellis. Okay.
Yep. And so it's not Hyannis Hillbilly. It was Halifax Hillbilly. Yep. So if you search, pre-divorce paranoia, you will find his work.
Pre-divorce paranoia is a great fucking
one of the
name.
songs. Some of the other songs include "The Love of Satan," which, given what he told me, I have to assume is inspired by his ex-wife, serial cheater ex-wife. This one called "Girls Weren't Designed to Pump Iron."
I just saw that one.
Mama Had Hot Pants.
Hot-blooded woman.
Yep.
First one.
Maine Turnpike Romeo and Gold Digger High.
I think this one's her name, and I'm not gonna say it because that seems crazy.
I said it too. So, if you search pre-divorce paranoia, do so. Give this guy some views.
Gary Marshall Ellis.
Gary Marshall Ellis.
136 subscribers. This guy's doing better than us. That's not fair.
Well, he's also had his stuff out there for 12 years, I think. So.
12 years, okay.
So, anyway, as we now get to the conclusion of the show, help us get to 40 subscribers by the end of 2023.
That would be really cool if you
maybe we can get to 136 subscribers.
We need Gary Marshall Ellis.
So, anyway, shout out to Gary Marshall Ellis. Keep on keeping on. Happy almost 69th birthday. Don't say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Pushing 70.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's good too.
Pushing 70. Nice.
Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up unless you wanted to say anything else. I feel like I've been doing a lot of
Happy
talking.
Halloween.
Okay.
You always think you're doing a lot of talking.
I really do.
But isn't that how the conversation goes? You got to say something and then someone says something back. And
that's true.
Okay, so it's fun. Don't worry.
Okay.
Second, happy Halloween. Have fun.
You all have already had fun, but I hope you had fun.
Have fun. Do good. WebMD.
WebMD. Eat lots of candy.
Eat lots of candy.
Don't let Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel get access to your parents saying that they eat all your Halloween candy.
Just don't go near any of them.
Just don't be filmed.
Say it off camera. All right.
Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much. You can subscribe to our channel if you feel so inclined. You don't have to hit the bell. No one does that. Please don't do it. It kind of sucks. We understand.
We do.
If you want to see more of us, you can check out our Twitter.
Yep.
Twitter.com/LEM'n'TEA podcast.
Yep.
Or just LEM'n'TEA. No.
Yep, LEM'n'TEA podcast.
LEM'n'TEA podcast. And then TikTok, right?
And the same name. Yep, LEM'n'TEA podcast.
Which I need to make more TikToks for. I'm so sorry.
Consistent as far as names.
Yes.
So.
Absolutely. Or if you want to see us individually, you can. You can see Tory at youtube.com/AzarathsFlame, AZARATHSFLAMEE, and or twitter.com/trippydes, TRIPPYDESU.
Where I am currently not right now because.
So maybe wait a little bit,
but I'm more accessible there. So and
True.
with my non-consistent names. But if you want to check out someone with consistent names, go check out Lewis at Unilumo, both on Twitch and on Twitter. Check out, as he said, our own Twitter and TikTok for the LEM'n'TEA podcast. And thank you for listening.
Hey, that was great.
Thanks.
Good job. You did wonderful.
You did too.
Thank you.
And you did wonderful. Listening people. Just being you. What's that Mr. Rogers thing? I like you just the way you are. Don't be a serial cheater wife. I guess. I don't know.
Or do, so you can inspire some good art.
Yeah, art comes in many forms and many inspirations.
Maybe I'll cover one of his songs.
Oh my god, I hope so. A good remix.
That'd be funny. I will say this, okay?
Yeah.
We're getting into the 40th episode.
Past that.
I know we're past it.
Yeah.
But we're getting into our 40s here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay.
By the end of the year, we won't be at 50 yet. But when we do, we should do something cool.
We should do something cool. If anybody has any suggestions, write them below. Reach out. Hit us up.
Write them below. Anyways, happy Halloween. Have a good one.
Yes.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.